Hi guys and welcome to this week's vlog. This week we have a special guest with us. It's Ted. Oh, Ted's very angry. Ted, are you angry? Oh. Yeah, so if I'm a little distracted, it's because I've got Ted with me. As you can see in the background, our house is taken over with dog stuff, his pen and everything. So I wanted to give you a couple of updates about how the shop is going. So this week's gotten off to a little bit of a slow start. So Monday night was when the floor was meant to start getting installed. But we had a couple of delays. Basically, I let the guys into the shop to come and take up the old flooring and start to lay the what's the word? I can't think of the word. There's like the leveling stuff. I'm sure someone will correct me in the comments. But I got a call a couple of hours after they started saying that they couldn't actually do it because it turned out that the old floor that was down there was a lot more stuck on than what they thought it was. That's not very grammatically correct, but you understand what I mean. So we had to call it quits for the night and hire a machine, go back the next day and use that to take all the floor up. So that kind of put us behind a day. So I did have a bit of crazy drama happen on, I can't remember what day it was. It must have been Tuesday or Wednesday. I got a call from my guy who's in the shop putting the floor down saying, there's a guy here from British Gas and he wants to talk to you. He's here to turn the power off to the building. So I'm like, what? So I asked him if he could put me on the phone to this guy and speak to him, find out what he wanted or why he thought he was here to turn the power off. Turns out this guy was a bailiff and he had knocked on the door. My flooring guy had answered it and he's standing there in like a British Gas shirt with the lanyard on and everything. And he was like, all smiley, hi, I'm here to read your meter, is that okay? And so my flooring guy was like, yeah, of course, come in. And then as soon as he came in, he was like, we've got a fucking county court judgment or whatever it is. We've got a warrant to come here. We've got a locksmith. We're going to turn off the power. It was all a big drama, like all these great big butch guys like come bursting in through the door. So my floor guy's freaking out because he's like let these guys into the shop. I'm on the end of the phone because I'm not physically in the building. I'm on the end of the phone just thinking, oh, sorry, Ted's going crazy. Sorry. Right, so I'm talking to this guy and I'm like, what is going on? Like, why are you here to turn the power off? And he tells me that the people who've had the shop before had run up a £3,000 bill and not paid it. And he was here to turn the power off. And I'm saying, well, this can't be right because you're turning my power off over the bill of someone who doesn't have the keys to the property anymore. Like you're making this my problem and it's not my problem. So I was like, I've not had any letters from you. I've not had anyone call me. Like I didn't know this was a problem and you can't turn the power off today because I've got workmen here. He's like, I'm gonna turn the fucking power off. Like being really condescending. He's like, the thing is, love, I've got to turn the power off. It's not out of my hands. So I'm like, look, I understand you're just trying to do your job, but you have to understand that like, I didn't ask for this problem. Like, this isn't my problem. Hey, what's this? Get it. Get it. So I'm like, there has to be a way to fix this. I was like, do I need to give you money? Do I need to set up an account with British Gas? He was like, well, yeah, I suppose if you set up an account with British Gas, then yeah, maybe you can, love. Keeps calling me love, like being really condescending. So I was like, right, I'm going to get off the phone to you and I'm going to call, I'm going to call British Gas right now and I'm going to set up an account and then I'm going to call you back and I'm going to tell you the reference number or whatever it is they need to give me to give permission for you to not turn the power off today because we need to have the power on today. He's like, oh, okay, I suppose I can wait 20 minutes. So I'm like, okay. So I get off the phone, I ring British Gas. They were really helpful, to be fair. They set up my account within a couple of minutes. Okay, give us this reference number. And you tell it to this bailiff and he'll go away. Come here, Ted. So I did that. I rang him up, gave him the reference number. He was like, oh, that's fine then. And just left. It was easy, really easy to sort. And in the end, it turns out they'd actually come to the wrong building because they were saying to him, oh, this is for, what is the shop next door? And he was saying, no, that's not this shop. And he was going, oh, yeah, this is where the meter is and stuff. You know, when you're like, dude. So I don't know, the whole thing was just like a great big dumb drama. I really have this mentality that like stuff will just kind of work out, and just try not to get too stressed about it. But I just feel like everyone around me is like getting super stressed and I'm just trying to be chill and like make everyone else feel relaxed. So yeah, so it's going, and I'm gonna go to the shop now and have a look at how it's getting on. Yeah, so that's Ted's spot around the corner. So good. Nice. Like here, yeah. I'm going to do, you know those Kallax from IKEA? Yeah. Those room dividers? I'm going to put a room divider in. So it's early Sunday morning. I just got to the shop. I'm going to put some lights on. That's better. I just got to the shop. I have had a crazy week. Basically, the floor was meant to be all fitted and installed by like end of this week. And there was a bunch of just dumb stuff that happened, like these things happen, and the floor is still not finished. I have got people booked in on Tuesday, so I don't have any choice. So I am here today getting everything as kind of finished and as ready as I can. I'll give you a little look. So everything's kind of nearly done, but not finished. So it's not the end of the world. Basically, the plan was that I was meant to have a few days just in the shop, just being calm, getting Ted ready to the shop, getting Ted used to the shop, doing all that kind of stuff, and it just didn't really work out. So I am going with it anyway. So right now I've just got here, I've got a ton of stuff at my house, which I'm bringing to the shop. It's all, basically everything that I've had for the shop I've been storing in the spare room, so I've just got a ton of shit to bring in from the car, and yeah, then I can kind of get on with my day because I have got a ton of stuff to do. So every single door in this place is this really ugly brown colour, and like they're full of like cigarette marks and all kinds of gross stuff. So my plan is I've bought a load of like vinyl covering to cover them with, but what I have gone around and done is taken off all the signs, filled in all the holes, sanded everything down. Now I'm going to go around, I'm going to take off all the push plates, wash all the doors, get them ready for sticking the vinyl on, and then I'm going to stick all the vinyl on. I kind of have to do it today because I've got my husband to help me today, and for the rest of the week I won't, so I kind of need to do it today. So yeah, wish me luck, that's what I'm doing. So just as we finish working on those 2 doors, I think those are doors 2 out of 6. I think we've got 4 more to go, but we got a knock on the door and the furniture is here. So yeah, they're bringing it all in, and I am really excited to get all this stuff unpacked and start putting everything together. I don't know, does anyone else get really excited about flat pack furniture, or is that just me?
Choice only from him, that was our tune all the weekends.
Hello, John Joe. What are you doing?
Building a Kallax.
Thanks, John Joe. It's beautiful.
It's the worst.
It's the worst.
So many bits.
So if you're following the shop on Instagram, you will have seen this great big sheet of weird living plant stuff that I've been making. And I kind of hinted at what it was for. It's to cover up these weird columns that we've got in the middle of the room. So I thought I'd make a feature of them. I actually got this stuff from IKEA. It comes in like little panels and then you pin them all together. It was really, really easy to put together and I think it looks pretty cool. I love that. I think it looks so cool. So it is now Monday evening. We spent all day in the shop on Sunday. John Joe came and helped me a bit because there were some jobs that I either needed someone who was much taller than me or stronger than me to pick things up and put things up high and hold things up high. So yeah, he came and helped me all day. And then today I went back really early this morning and I've spent the whole day just blitzing the shop. So I've been cleaning, framing about 1 billion photos and prints, hanging them all on the wall, getting all plants in pots, getting things in the fridge, sorting the shelves out, doing some more cleaning. Ted's come in to say hi. Hi, Ted. Because we've had a couple of delays getting the floor fitted, it's meant that we couldn't get the shop completely finished as we would have liked to. So instead, the new plan is to get it just finished enough so that I can work in there. So the bit downstairs where the clients are going to be and what are you doing? And all my workspace is done. And I have just come home just to give Ted his dinner and head back to the shop now, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. I am hoping, fingers crossed, that I will be able to do like a full shop tour maybe next week or the weekend after. Like I said, we've had a couple of delays with the floor, and building stuff got delayed. Like, this stuff just kind of happens. Like, my flooring guy has been amazing and the landlord has been amazing. Like, couldn't have helped us more. I guess it's just the way this stuff goes. I felt like I'd booked in clients far enough ahead that I'd like gave myself a bunch of extra time, but it just got eaten up by it just got ate up by all kinds of other stuff. So yeah, so the shop is kind of quasi ready, but I'm really excited to show you because it looks really, really different to what it looked like when we started. So yeah, I guess you want to see.